Nigezza here from nigezza.co.uk, and I'm here with a balloon card. This is made using the Above the Clouds, and it comes with a matching punch, and it didn't really sing to me when I first got it, but I won it, so I didn't buy it, and but then I started playing with it, and I've seen other ideas, and then they grow on you, don't you? And so I made this card the other day. I was walking back from the university, and I bumped into one of my youngest's school friends, and she just found out she got a first in her degree, so that was just amazing. So I thought this would be a lovely card to something a little bit different for a graduation card, and I've stamped it on the inside. So I'm going to make it again. This time of year everybody's getting results, aren't they? Exam results, GCSEs, A-levels, degrees, and probably a multitude of other exams as well. So something like this, let your dreams soar, you're off to great places, I think is a wonderful sentiment for that type of card. Well, that was my thought. So I'm going to change colours up. This one was Pool Party. Even though I stamped off, the clouds look quite dark, I felt. And then I coloured these with Stampin' Right markers. I'm going to use the blends on this card. And I used the new Purple Posy, and I'm going to use the lovely peacock. Is it called Lovely Peacock? Pretty Peacock. I think it's lovely. So, right, so I've got Coastal Cabana card base. I've got two Whisper White card mats to go on the front and the inside. I've got a scrap there for the balloons and a scrap for the sentiment. Okay, oh, I need a scrap of that as well, don't I? That's the thing I haven't brought over. Oh well, we'll get on with this for now. So I've got all my stamps mounted, so I'm going to start with the clouds, and I'm going to stamp off before I stamp on. So I'll bring in some scrap there, and I've got me Coastal Cabana. I just think it's quite nice when the clouds match the card base. So I'm stamping off first, and then putting these clouds across the top. They've got variation in the stamp itself, so you get your clouds. I've got light and dark bits, so I'm just not doing the clouds all over. I quite liked having it just in the top third there. Whilst I got my stamp pad out, I'm going to do a bit of stamping on the inside, so I just put some clouds along the top and the bottom to carry that theme through to the inside of the card. Stick some there, like so. So that's that one stamped. Got my little chamois over there, so I don't need Coastal Cabana anymore. Put that to one side, and now we need to stamp the balloons in the background. So I've mounted the 3 balloons. If you look at the stamp set, you've got a set of 3 balloons there, and you do have some fillers for it. I'm not filling it because I'm going to colour it. And I've got that stamp mounted, and I'm going to fill that one, but I've also going to use the Let Your Dream Soars and You're Off to Great Places as well. So I'm going to use some Memento because I'm colouring in with the blends. So I'm just going to stamp these twice. So I'm going to stamp up there, and then I'm going to stamp some lower. So, and then I'm going to take the birds. I'm going to have some birds flying in the sky. I do love these birds. I used to quite often, when I was drawing things, not that I drew very well, I often used to do my birds like that, exactly like that. And whilst we've got the ink out, we may as well do the sentiment. There we go. And then we'll stamp a balloon. I'll stamp it down here for it to go in the punch. Although I think it might go the other way. Does it go that way? Yeah, it does. It is all right. And then I'm going to place the sentiment in the middle of the balloon, and because it's photopolymer I can see it, so it goes in straight, one hopes. Yes, get in. And I'm going to colour the inside of that balloon with some Pretty Peacock. I thought this would go really nice with Coastal Cabana. So let's see. I'm going to stamp off because I think that'll be too dark. Yep, once off would be enough. Yep. And the way this is stamp's made as well, you've got the variation of colour as well, so you've got the sort of sense of the balloon being a sort of a rounded object. It's really hard when you're filming to line up because I don't like to get my head in the way, really. There we go. Quite like that. Stick that on my shimmy shammy over there. And that is the stamping done. So now we just need to do some colouring. So I'm going to leave me scrap paper in the background. That one is going to get punched out using my punch. There is a base for the basket, as well as a triangle to make some bunting as well. And I'm just going to cut the basket out again. There is a stamp that you can stamp. It's a lot smaller than the punched image. You know, our punched images, we always have sort of little outlines, and I didn't like it, so I'm going to colour that. So I've got me blends that I have picked out that I'm going to use. Stick that over there for now. So my thoughts were that the Bermuda Bay would go nice with this. So what I'm doing is colouring this with the dark and the light. So I'm just doing the opposites for here, really. So that's that. And then what I've got is I've got dark Night of Navy with the dark Pool Party. Thought I'd put those two together. I've got dark Blackberry Bliss, and I've got, which one's this? The light Flirty Flamingo. Thought they'd go nice together, and those are the two clipped corals. So that's the scene. So we just need the basket and to sort the sentiment out. So I've got Stabby right marks. I don't have the blends in there in these colours, so I'm just going to colour with crumb cakes. I've got crumb cake and soft suede, so I'm just colouring that in, and then I'm going to take a bit of soft suede and I'm going to colour the top with soft suede, and then I'll just draw a bit of crisscross on it to give the impression of a basket. And then I've got my little label punch to punch out my sentiment. And then I've got a scrap of Coastal Cabana, and then we're all ready to start putting it together. So just get some glue. In this one, put it below, but I got slightly more room. I might stick that one there. Stick it straight. And then I shall just colour in these baskets. And that's it. So that's the two different colours. Which do you like best? Must admit, I do like my purple. But there we are. Just a subtle difference there. Hope you like that. All the details will be over on my blog, nigezza.co.uk. There should be a link coming up to take you there. Link to like and subscribe. And some more videos if you want to go and have a look at some more and discover other things that I've got on my channel. Okay, see you again soon. Bye.